Hey guys, Retro Reviews here again with another Kamen Rider roleplay video review. This time, doing the last belt that I have. We are going to Kamen Rider Den-O, which is this, and his Dengasher, which is one of my favorite belts that I own because of how it works and everything. Let's get this thing out of the way first. This is the Rider Pass. So you can see a nice Den-O logo with a bunch of colors or the four different colors, and just a nice circuitry look to it. And then there's this, the Rider Pass, or the Rider Ticket, which is a Den-O ticket, as you can see right there. Nice reflective holographic, like shattered glass look to it. And as you can see, it's a blank ticket, so you just imagine, I guess the thing that you go with it is that you imagine that an Imogen is taking over one of your friends, and then you just run up to them and put this up to their head, like in the show, and then you just gotta imagine that the Imogen in date and time is on the ticket, which is a nice little feature if you think about it, because the whole premise of the Imogens is based on the imagination. So then on the back we got all this gibberish right here. And then to put this in the Rider Pass, there is a slot right here at the top, which you just slide it down, and there we go. Now it's in. And then close it up, and it snaps shut really nicely. Now onto the belt. The turn on switch is right there, and it also says Den-O system on the belt. Again, it's just like Kiva and Decade and Ixa. Buttons right here to undo it, but not over here. But however, this piece right here gets pushed in, but I can't figure out what that's for. It does no sound effects, no nothing. So just flick it on, and it's a loud belt, so get that out of the way. And we're going to do the Dengasher at the same time for the bits. Henshin! Very nice red one for sword form, Momotoros. And as you can see, if you didn't notice that, let's do it again. The Rider Pass does not touch the belt. So that's a nifty feature as it is. Now to get it in the Dengasher into sword form, you take pieces, they're all numbered with little arrows or something on them. So there's 3 and 2. You take these pieces and you connect them like so. There's this little piece right here that goes embedded into there, and then those line up to allow these little pieces on piece 3 to fold over and snap onto piece 2. And then take piece 1, close up the buttons right here, which is a must. You can't just slide it on and force it on. It does nothing. Actually, I don't think so. It might. Nope. It does nothing. So just put that on then. And then this piece, which here houses all the electronics. I have a version that doesn't have lights in it, but it does have the sounds. Usually there's a light that comes out of this blue piece right here, but this one only has the sounds. So there's that. Press the trigger without it hooked up. It does the standby noise. Now I'll just throw the whole thing on the floor, shall I? And then you take piece 3, and then you just slide that on and snap it together. And then one final touch is fold out the blade. And then here we have the Dengasher. Pull the trigger, and then we get some sound effects. Very nice. And in order to finish up these sound effects and the whole thing, which this really does nothing for each other. This is just the full charge. Next, let's take this apart because it just makes it so much easier. Next up is rod form. So we hit the blue button. And then we take the Dengasher and this way. We go 1, 2, 3, and 4. All like that in a row. So then we have Urotoros's rod, which is smaller than in the show. I mean, it's only about 1.5 feet long, 2 feet, I don't know. And then it's got its own like slashing effects. And then for the full charge, and you have to hold it there until it says full charge. Otherwise, nothing. Next up, take this apart. And also, if you notice, the Dengasher kind of has the Denliner look to it, but not really. It just looks like a train. So now, onto my favorite sounding and the coolest looking one on this belt, axe form. Then to get the Dengasher and axe form, you just put 1 and 3 together and fold over the clips so that stays in place, it won't fall out. Then take piece number 2 and slide it this way. And yes, the colors are going to contrast. It goes from the silverish blue over to here, and it just goes like straight between the two. And then connect that on there, and then pull out the axe. And the axe mode is pretty good size too. It's just the blade, like in the show, doesn't expand out. And for slashing effects, oh, and by the way, yeah, the speaker's right there, so you gotta be careful that your hand doesn't cover it or anything. And there's the axe. Get that out of the way. And now, last but not least, we have one final mode for this belt, but not one final mode for the Dengasher, sadly. And I don't plan on getting the Gekujobon belt anytime soon because that's expensive. But anyways, final one. Is gun form, and how we achieve gun form is we take piece 1 and 3 again, but this time instead of putting it together like this, we put it together like this, and fold those bits over. Take piece 2, snap it on the front, and then take the handle, piece 4, and snap it on piece 1 at an angle, like that. And there we have Ryutoros's gun. And there we have it for the belt. Now, Dengasher still has a couple more. That scared me. I hit the belt on accident. So, let's just turn it off. the Dengasher still has 2 modes in it, if you want to get technical. It's got G Den-O's weapon from the movie, which all you basically do is just pull that up, and then it's G Den-O's Dengasher gun. Same sound effects, same everything, which the Show Den-O trilogy wasn't really thought up of until way after they made this. So, and then one last thing is Wing Form's weapon, which actually gets included into this. All you do is just take off piece 3 from piece 1 to form the hatchet, and then take piece 1, fold it around like that, and then flip out the blade. And then you have Wing Form's hatchet and boomerang, which, no unique sound effects. It's just you pull the trigger and you got those. And then the hatchet's just a hatchet with no effects in it at all. So, I guess you pretend to throw them if you want to throw them. I don't know, but there we have it. The deluxe Den-O set. I say set because it's just Den-O's stuff, really. And if you do like Den-O, go ahead and get this belt. This belt is awesome, and it's the fact that everything, the gimmick works great, and yeah, everything just seems to play out fine with it. You don't have, really the only thing you need to get is the Dengasher to go along with it. But other than that, nothing. Well, I guess if you want to get the complete forms first, but I don't have any of those yet. Just take it off and drop pieces, which these pieces do come off. They just slide off. And to get a look at how they come off and go on, there is these rails right here on the pieces, which they just slide on, as you can see, and snap on, actually. And there we have one side, which will go on there. The other side fall on the floor. Don't want to pick it up. So, hope you guys like this video review. Again, if you do like Kamen Rider Den-O, go ahead and pick up this belt. And it's not a very good belt to come by because it's actually rather expensive for what it does. I mean, I got this for 80 bucks, and I was a little iffy on wanting to buy it at that price, but very nice belt, very cool looking, and very loud too. It's just a very nice overall belt. I do like that chrome, by the way, which I forgot to mention. And mine, I did get secondhand even, so paint is scuffed. But what you gonna do? So, this is Ratchet Reviews. I hope you guys like this video review, and I will see you again next time.